Yo, what's happening YouTube? This your boy CJ Gaming 1998, and yes, once again we is back at it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, shout out to GG Bracelets, bruh. I saw the homie got the sponsor or whatever. I was like, shoot, I gotta see if I can get me a sponsor with this thing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna count, but yeah. They basically got a lot of stuff. They got great. It's got a great like they got a great selection and everything like that. They got accessories. We'll show you the accessories, and they got good prices. And people that use my code CJ Bracelets 2021 basically. So CJ Bracelets 2021, you get 10% off of your order. Yeah. I'm really hoping this to go well, everything like that. They got great apparel of all sorts. They got t-shirts, hoodies. You can do your own custom logo personalized GG t-shirt. They got beanies, long sleeve t-shirts, dad hats, socks, pom-pom beanies, joggers, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, skinny joggers. They got it all, oh my god. Shoot. I know I keep going like this. They got it all, my guy. Shoot. They got GG brace. They got the bracelets are all right here, bruh. You got the basic OG. Well, not the basic, but the OG black GG bracelet. You got the Gamma Glow. You know what I'm saying? We got the Minty GG. You know what I'm saying? We got the Hottie GG. Loquito. We got the Rainbow. Look, man. Look. Y'all need to just go use my code, bruh. Show your boy some love, or go and use your boy's code, my G. Get your 10% off, and yeah. Hope you enjoy this video. Let's get back to it. That's on game. Yo, what's happening YouTube? This your boy CJ Gaming 1998, and we are back at it once again with another video. This at, I guess it's called, what is it called? Top 10 mythical creatures that actually existed. Go ahead and like, comment, and or subscribe. On the road to 175 subscribers. We're 20 away. Shout out to GG Bracelets for sponsoring this video. Use code CJ Bracelets 2021 and check out to get your 10% off your whole order. Yes, dig, yes, sir. And yeah, friends, family, turn that post notification bell. Share with all your friends, family, turn that post notification bell. I slipped up. Anyways, red fingertips, Cheeto gang, and yeah, let's get this shit. And that's on game. Bye.
I used to date your daddy.
Who doesn't love a good story? Especially ones which involve unbelievable mythological creatures that you...
Oh, for real? According to... Okay, my religion is Hellenic and, or whatever. I worship, like, the Greek gods and goddesses, I guess you would say. And... Medusa did not... I mean, she did. It was like she had snake hair, but it was because she had dreadlocks. So... yeah, they were just real thick dreadlocks.
You wouldn't remotely think are real. But as history has proven, there is a basis for which these creatures were brought up. Today we're going to be looking at 10 mythical creatures that actually existed. Number 1 itself will make you question whether Middle Earth was real or not, so stay tuned for that one. With all that said and done, let's begin, shall we? Number 10. The Dire Wolf.
That's not mythical, it really was real.
wolves and
Not mythical.
dire wolves became widely popular when Game of Thrones hit the mainstream. These large wolves are a constant companion of the Starks in the show, and are shown to be large, intelligent, and protective. They are not, however, just merely a figment of George R.R. Martin's imagination. They are, in fact, based on real animals. Dire wolves lived during the Pleistocene, between 250,000 to roughly 10,000 years ago.
Yep.
Unfortunately, real dire wolves were not really the size of ponies. They were larger than modern wolves, though, and could weigh as much as 200 pounds, almost twice what a very large modern wolf might weigh. Their skulls are much larger compared to today's modern wolves. Ironically, though, their brains are much smaller. However, if they had bigger brains, we probably wouldn't have had amazing fossils of them. Thousands of dire wolf fossils have been found in the La Brea tar pits. Scientists believe that they were trapped there when they started feeding on the carcasses of other animals trapped in the tar. Number 9. The unicorn. Perhaps the earliest account of unicorns is by well-known Greek historian Ctesias, who described a large animal with a horn on its forehead in India. It's quite possible that he saw a rhino from a distance and thought it was a horse with a horn on its head. But fossils unearthed in Siberia may have proven the existence of this mythical creature. Called the Siberian unicorn, it was 1.8 meters tall, over 4 meters long, and weighed more than 4 tons. It was covered in a shaggy coat and earned its nickname from the huge horn that grew out of its forehead. Yes, it doesn't exactly resemble the classic unicorn of lore, but so far this is the closest that we can get to a real one. They were believed to have died out 350,000 years ago. But the discovery of a fossil in Kazakhstan changed all that. Carbon dating tests revealed the fossil to be only 29,000 years old. This means that the animal roamed the Earth 321,000 years longer than previously thought.
I feel that energy. The way you moving and grooving, tripping and shaking, sliding and gliding. That even if
Damn man.
Number 8. The Komodo dragon.
What? Those really are existing to this day. Komodo dragons are real. They've been real. The fuck? Stupid.
Believe it or not, the Komodo dragon was considered a mythical creature all the way up to 1910 when it was first discovered. Prior to that, rumors were spreading that 8-foot-long, 100-pound prehistoric lizards were living on a remote Indonesian island. Wanting to prove or disprove the existence of these creatures himself, Dutch colonial officer Lieutenant Stein van Hensbroek put together an expedition to Komodo Island. He was able to catch and kill a 6-foot specimen, and he sent the carcass as proof to the Zoological Museum and Botanical Garden at Bogor, Java. Seemingly not satisfied with the discovery, American explorer W. Douglas Burton decided to put together an expedition himself, making up his mind to catch live specimens. In the end, the expedition was able to pile several dead and 2 live Komodo dragons onto their steamer, and then return to New York City, giving scientists plenty to study and visitors of the Bronx Zoo plenty to see. Number 7. The bunyip. The bunyip is a little like Australia's Loch Ness Monster in that it lives in the water and has never been photographed, despite the fact that hundreds of people have seen it. However, the legend might have had actual rational origins. The bunyip is an Aboriginal legend. According to Australian history, the name means devil or spirit, and the creature is said to look like a cross between a crocodile and a horse. Granted, though, accounts do differ. Bunyips stalk and kill human beings and supposedly make an eerie sound like a hollow boom, which certainly seems terrifying if you've never been around any shotguns or farm equipment. Most scientists believe that the bunyip was derived from an extinct rhino-sized marsupial called the Diprotodon. Remains of this animal were first found in the region of 1839. It's unlikely that there are any surviving populations of Diprotodon in Australia, but they only died about 20,000 to 40,000 years ago. This was long after the arrival of the Aboriginal people. This suggests the legends might have come from real-life encounters between humans and these creatures. Number 6. The gorilla. It's hard to imagine a world without...
How is that a mythical creature? A gorilla? What the heck? It's just clickbait on clickbait on clickbait. I mean, where the heck the bunyip is, and that there's a bunyip so far. And I don't think yeah, he somehow quote unquote found the unicorn or documented it or whatever. But like, I don't believe that. I don't believe there's such thing as a unicorn. Only thing that I've ever heard of a unicorn was when a deer only had like 1 antler instead of like 2. because it like grew like that. Because some deer grow like that. You know what I'm saying? It only has one. It happens. Like it's rare, but it does happen. But yeah. And it's like dead center at the top of his dome instead of on either side or whatever. Yeah. But other than that, I don't know nothing about it. I mean, that made no sense at all.
Gorillas, at least based on today's standards. Back then, tales of large, hairy, savage man-beasts with bad tempers living in the wilds of some faraway place seems too good to be true. Their legend persevered until 1847 when physician and naturalist Thomas Savage managed to obtain gorilla bones, including a skull in Liberia. Prior to the first discovery of the bones, the first recorded sighting of a gorilla was made by the explorer Hanno in the 5th century BC. Another explorer named Andrew Battelle also told tales of human-like monsters visiting his campfire every morning after the humans had left for the day. But he also noted that these monsters weren't intelligent enough to put more wood on the campfire, so his credibility quickly went up in flames. Live gorillas went left unseen and untouched for a decade after Savage's discovery until explorer Paul du Chaillu hunted live gorillas and sent specimens back to the many societies who were funding his expeditions. The subspecies mountain gorilla, unbelievably, remained a mythological creature for more than half a century more, only being discovered in 1902 by German Captain Robert von Baringe. Number 5. The Basilisk.
Harry Potter now?
The basilisk is a mythical creature born from a toad or serpent's egg incubated under a cockerel. The terrible offspring that hatches from this egg is a half-bird, half-snake, and all evil. It is one of the deadliest creatures to menace the mythological world, and is extremely hostile towards humans. You might be familiar with this monster from the Harry Potter book and movie, The Chamber of Secrets, but the monster shown there is somewhat incomplete and only appears as a giant serpent. The basilisk is sometimes described as a giant snake without the cockerel's head or wings. Still, its movement is unlike other snakes. Rather than slithering with its stomach on the ground, it crawls forward with the front half of its body towering above the earth. The monster's most famous weapon is its dreaded gaze. The potency of its gaze is discussed in all the myths that relate to him, across several different cultures. Sometimes
I believe that there was giant snakes, and I believe that there was possibly some form of snake that could like do that type stuff, even in prehistoric times or whatever. I mean, giant king cobras and this and the third. I mean, possibly, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't say that there wasn't. Possibly, you never know. But yeah, it's all good though. I mean, never know. We might be. Shoot, you never know. It might be still around. We got the giant ass anaconda out this bit. What if there's something else lurking in the water we don't know about?
They are also known to breathe out fire. Does the description vaguely remind you of something? Many experts believe that the basilisk is none other than a cobra, from its size to the way it stands erect when preparing to strike. Even the cobra's hood could be mistaken for wings. And the fire-breathing part? Well, we all know that certain species of cobras do spit out venom, and this venom does cause a burning sensation, so there we go. The basilisk may be a misunderstood cobra, or maybe it's another undiscovered creature. Who knows? Number 4. The duck-billed platypus. Can you imagine the rest of the world thinking that you're a hoax, but you know for a fact that you're 100% real? If you don't, consider yourself lucky. The duck-billed platypus, however, had to spend most of its existence mythological hearsay, or worse, a complete fabrication. First discovered in the 18th century, it was considered by many... Come here. What do you love about Dad? Many to be a ridiculous hoax, and not without reason. This was an age when naturalists were creating all sorts of strange creatures with the help of taxidermy and creative imaginations. It was first described by English zoologist George Shaw, who wrote that it resembled, and I quote, the beak of a duck engrafted on the head of a quadruped. All the fakery aside, the platypus is remarkable for many reasons, not just its peculiar appearance. Naturalists could not determine whether the creature was a mammal. Did it lay eggs or give birth to live babies? It took another 100 years for scientists to discover the answer to that. As it turned out, the platypus is one of the very few mammal species to lay eggs, and is also poisonous. Fun. Number 3. The Cyclops.
I believe that.
Cyclops. In Greek mythology, the Cyclops were giant creatures that were unmistakable in their appearance, sporting a single eye in the center of each of their heads. They were also known for their barbarity, afraid of neither men nor gods. The most famous Cyclops was Polyphemus, which attacked Odysseus in a cave and ate half of his men. Odysseus blinded the Cyclops by running a wooden stake through his single eye. Then Odysseus and his men escaped by tying themselves to the undersides of sheep. This sounds very implausible, though, pertaining to sheep strong enough to carry the weight of a full-grown man. But the existence of Cyclops, well, there might be some truth to that, actually. For many years, there appeared to be solid proof that these one-eyed monsters really existed. Quite a few huge skulls were found which appeared to have a single eye socket in the middle of their forehead. It turns out that the skulls belonged to dwarf elephants. The eye socket was the central nasal cavity and the opening for the elephant's trunk. Many dwarf elephants have been found in Cyprus, especially in caves where the Cyclops were supposed to have lived. Therefore, it's perhaps natural that an elephant skull would have been taken as evidence of a race of giant man-eating creatures with one eye and terrible table manners. Now it's time for the day's best pick.
No, it's not. Y'all want to see that? Link will be in the description down below. Go ahead, like, comment, and or subscribe. Road to 175. Share this with all your friends, family, and your pet lizard. Yeah. Shout out GG Bracelets one more time. Once again, for the end of the video. Use code CJ Bracelets 2021 to get 10% off of your order. And yeah, we out of here and that's on game.